Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been subscribed to me for a little while. If you haven't, welcome. I'm trying to get my subscribers up, which means I need to be more proactive in making videos. I have so many different things going on, so many things to talk about, so much good content to bring to you guys, and I'm just sleeping on it. Like, well, not really sleeping on it. I do really be busy, and I just don't be having the time. But going forward, I would like to find the time to make more content and get more things out to you guys. Excuse the scarf. Excuse the scarf. I just came in from work not too long ago, and I was just about to shower and just like lay it on down, go to sleep because tomorrow is a new day. But I'm like, I think it's a good time to make this video because my kids are not here. My man is asleep, so it's nice and quiet. It's just like the perfect time. And I'm like, all right, let me just stop being lazy and get this video out. So yeah. Yes, I did work today. Today is Thanksgiving. I did go to work. And originally, I was going to make us think about it, about having to work on Thanksgiving, because everybody knows how much the holidays mean to me and how much I love my family and how much I love just being around them and loving on them and spending extra time with them, But I'm like, all right, it's whatever. Next week is my birthday, so I have a couple of days off. So that's good. So I decided to go ahead and not make a fuss about the schedule. Also we have so much going on next year. Like we have the wedding, we have a few vacations we would like to take. My daughter's sweet 16 is coming up. So it's just like we have so much things that require a lot of money. So I'm like, any little bit of extra coins can help. So there's that. I did go to work. So as y'all already know, like I have my notes. I have some things that I definitely want to hit on in this video. I tend to write things down because I don't like to forget what I want to say. And I also don't want to be rambling on and keeping you guys for a long period of time. So I just like kind of like write down what I want to say just to help me stay on track. So if I'm looking off to the side, that is exactly what I'm looking at. Okay, so why are nurses leaving the profession? No, not why are nurses leaving the profession. Why are nurses leaving their jobs? Specifically, the bedside. Why are nurses leaving? Let me give a little disclaimer. Anything I say is all stuff that I know to be true, stuff that I have experienced, stuff that my friends have experienced. Everything that I'm saying is true. It's in no way, shape, or form to deter anyone from becoming a nurse. If you want to become a nurse, sis, become a nurse. Nothing that I'm saying is to stop you from doing that. This is just my reality, and it is what it is, and I just want to put it out there. So it's really just that. Okay. So first and foremost, I believe that nurses are leaving because of the shortages that we are currently experiencing. Like, there's like a nursing shortage all like everywhere, all the time, everywhere. That's just what it is, right? So I believe that's one of the main reasons why nurses are leaving. Like, and even if like our unit is like staffed well that day, like everybody comes to work that day, or the nurses come to work that day, the patient care technicians, I don't know what they call them in other places, but here we call them patient care technicians and patient care associates, so PCT and PCAs. So even if the nursing part is good, we're lacking in that area. Like the techs are not there, the PCAs are not there. So it's like when they're not there, we are doing our nursing responsibilities, and then we're also doing their responsibilities, and their responsibilities includes like finger sticks, vitals, cleaning patients, things of that nature. Um, which is fine, but it's just hard to do when you have, like, let's say where you're working, you have like you have 7 patients or 6 patients, and you need to take vitals on all these patients. All these patients need finger sticks, before they could get their insulin, different things like that. It's a lot. It tends to be a lot. So, that's why I feel a lot of nurses are leaving. As nurses, we have a certain nurse to patient ratio. And if there aren't enough nurses, that ratio goes out the window, and you could be stuck with like 8 or 9 patients. And it's rough. It's rough to have 8 or 9 patients. It's not like, this is the nursing home where it's like, this is where these patients live, and you kind of like get to know them in and out, and their daily medications. No, in the hospital, it's a high turnover rate. So you're getting new patients, you're getting very sick patients, and sometimes it's just a lot to do. So in my opinion, I feel that could be the number one, or up there on in the reasons why nurses are leaving, right? Okay. Also, I feel, and then there's just like the regular nonsense that goes on in most units. You have the petty. Sometimes you work in places where you have petty nurses that don't want to help you. There may be days where you get very, very hard assignments, and it could just, it could be a lot, especially like if you're a newer nurse, like if you're fresh out of school and you come into the hospital setting, and you're supposed to get precepted. But a lot of the times, what I'm seeing them do, because of the shortages, what I'm seeing happen is a lot of nurses aren't being precepted for the amount of time they're supposed to be precepted for. They're actually being pulled. They're being pulled from the preceptor earlier, and given a caseload, or not a caseload, a patient load of like 6, 7 patients. And really and truly, they don't know their head from their ass yet. So you don't know your head from your ass, and and these is like people's lives that you have in your hands. It could be very difficult, and it could be very scary. And I feel a lot of nurses leave. Like, for an example, a couple of weeks ago, it was a Saturday, we all had about 8 patients. It was maybe 5 nurses or 4 nurses. I'm unsure, but I know we had like 7, 8 patients each. And there was a guy, while he's not a new nurse, he came from like the nursing home setting. So he did have some nursing knowledge, but the hospital setting was new to him. I knew that day he was going to quit. And I kid you not, he called, like, that was a Saturday. The Monday, he called our manager to let her know that he would not be returning. That day was just hectic for him. And I could see, like, as a new nurse, that 7, 8 patients, that's a lot, especially when these patients have a lot going on. One of the patients actually coded. So I knew he wasn't going to come back. Like, the look in his face told me that he was not going to come back. And he really did not come back. So you have a lot of that going on. You have techs who don't like other techs, so they may call you, the nurse, to help them change a patient instead of calling their I don't know the correct word to use, but instead of calling another tech to help them, they're calling you to help them. And it's like, bro, like, I don't even care that y'all don't like each other. Like, we all here for a job. So y'all don't like each other, that's fine. But flip Mr. Smith over, clean him, and flip his ass back, and let's go. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why are you calling me? The patient don't have any wounds. The patient does not need me to. You don't need me. Y'all can help each other. Like, if y'all help each other, the work could get done a lot faster. Like, it's just a lot of like pettiness that goes on, that makes you be like, do I really want to do this? Like, it's a lot. Doctors changing orders left and right. Sometimes you don't get a chance to see the orders, because if you're doing your job, or you're doing something for another patient, you may not see the order right away. And then they're coming to you like, oh, nurse so and so, did you see that I put in orders? And then you look at the order, and it could be something so simple like, bro, you hunted me down. You could have just hung the fluids. Like you really could have just hung the damn fluids, and like that could have been it. I get it. Everybody has a job to do. Everybody, works within their scope of practice. I get it. But fluids, a doctor can hang fluids. Let's be honest. But some of them, they just don't. I don't know. They just don't want to, and they will hunt you down. If you eat a lunch, they'll come in that lunchroom and call you. You could be on the fucking shitting, and they will be knock knock knock. Shuford, that's my last name. Shuford, are you in there? Like that's just how they are, and it gets to be very annoying. So I can see, like, so you have your techs that be crazy sometimes. You have the nurses that be bullying people left and right. You have your doctors that are freaking annoying. Like, that's just, that's reason enough to leave. Like, I just, like, I've had enough. And honestly, the burnout, people just be burnt out. And they be burnt out because it's really a lot of work to do. Like, sometimes I feel like when I come home from work, I feel like, damn, you probably did not do everything that you could have done. And it's not even because I don't want to do everything. It's just that I just simply don't have enough time, or there's not enough hands for everything to get done. And then some days, like when it's properly staffed, when there's enough nurses, when there's enough techs, when the doctors are on point, when I'm on point, everything is just on point. I feel like you did a good job today. Like you really did your thing today. And it's just like, it feels good. But oftentimes I don't get to do that because it's just like, I just did the bare minimum. I just kept the patients alive. Like I probably didn't get to spend time talking to the patient like how I probably should have. It's just so many things. And I can see why nurses leave. The burnout be it's real. It's really real. So, big question, am I leaving nursing or am I leaving the bedside? So, the long-term answer to that is yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I'm leaving. I'm not leaving anytime soon. I want to say, I want to give myself another year. Another year, and then I'm out of there. Like I just I just can't. Like I'm gonna go, right? So I'm a firm believer in whenever you're walking away from something, it's in your best interest to leave better than how you came in. That's just always been me. Like, whether it be people, situations, jobs, whatever, it's just better to leave better than how you came in. So I'm not leaving until I hit my educational goals. I have a lot of financial obligations at the moment that I need to take care of. I have a daughter going to college in 2 years. We're not sure whether she'll go away or if she'll stay close to home. Even if she does stay close to home and they do have the option, she has the opportunity to dorm, she probably will do that. I would like for her to have that opportunity. She wants to have that opportunity. So, I just have a lot of things going on that I can't just walk away. I can't just walk away just yet, because I don't know. Maybe in another video we could discuss money and how much I currently make and things like that. But I don't know another job that's going to pay me what I'm making right now. Granted, I make more than most local agency nurses, but that's because I do like 5 shifts a week. We're only required to do 3, but I do 5 because, like I said earlier, I have a lot of financial obligations, so I can't just afford to do the minimum right now. I just have a lot going on. So also, I'm very impulsive. If you know me, you know that I'm impulsive. But at this moment, this is how I feed my kids. This is how I pay my mortgage. So got to put that impulsiveness to the side and do what I have to do. So long term, yes, I am leaving. Short term, no, I'm not. I'm here. I'm here to rock out for a little while longer. And when I do leave, I probably will leave bedside, but not nursing altogether. Like, no, I fought hard. I fought hard. I've been through a lot in my life. I always knew I wanted to be a nurse. So I'll probably walk away from the bedside. Maybe I'll do case management. Maybe I'll work for an insurance company. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but I know bedside long term, no, it's not for me. So that is all I have for you lovely people tonight. I'm going to go to bed. So remember, please comment, like, subscribe, share the page. Let's grow the family. I'll catch you guys in the next one.